My name is Anne. I work in a bar. The bar is in the old part of town. It is in a basement. No sun comes here. The lights are dim and amber. The air smells like tobacco. Rich people smoke here. I stand behind the bar every night. I pour drinks. I clean glasses. But I do more than that. I watch people. I listen to them. I count their steps. I count their words. I remember everything. This bar is not normal. People do not come here to drink. They come here to sell secrets. They sit in dark corners. They speak in low voices. They think nobody hears them. But I hear everything. The bar has secrets, too. Small microphones hide in the flower vases. Recording devices sit under the oak counter. I put them there. Every word goes to the police. I am not just a bartender. I am a cop. The owner does not know this. The customers do not know this. I work alone. I send information every night. The police wait for the right time. They want big criminals. They want proof. Tuesday and Friday are important days. A man comes on these days. His name is Richard. He walks in at 9 o'clock. He wears a long black overcoat. His eyes look sad and tired. He orders bourbon. He drinks it slowly. Richard is different from other customers. Other men talk loud. They laugh. They show off their money. They want attention. But Richard is quiet. He sits alone. He looks at his glass. He does not smile. I watch him every time. His hands shake a little. His face looks pale. He does not look greedy like the others. He looks scared. He looks like a ghost. Maybe he searches for a safe place. Maybe he wants to hide from something. The police told me about Richard. They said he carries messages. He delivers packages. He works for bad people. They said he knows many secrets. They want me to get close to him. They want me to make him trust me. But something feels wrong. Richard does not look like a bad man. He looks broken. He looks lost. When he looks at me, I see pain in his eyes. Real pain. Not the fake kind. Tonight is Friday. The bar is full. Men in expensive suits sit at tables. They drink whiskey. They smoke cigars. They exchange papers and money. I see everything from behind my bar. Richard walks in at 9 o'clock. He takes off his coat. He sits in his usual place. I pour his bourbon. I put the glass in front of him. Our hands touch for a second. His skin is cold. "Thank you," he says. His voice is soft and low. "You are welcome," I say. He drinks half the glass. He looks at the amber liquid. He seems far away. I want to ask him questions. But I wait. Good spies do not rush. A man in a gray suit walks past Richard. They do not look at each other, but the man drops a small envelope on the bar. Richard picks it up. He puts it in his coat pocket. Nobody sees this but me. The microphone records everything. I clean a glass. I act normal. My heart beats fast. This is what the police want. Evidence. Proof. Richard is the courier. He carries secrets from one criminal to another. But when I look at his sad eyes, I feel bad. I lie to him every day. He thinks I am just a bartender. He does not know the truth. He does not know I work for the police. Richard finishes his drink. He stands up. He puts money on the bar. "Good night, Anne," he says. "Good night," I say. He walks to the door. He puts on his long coat. He disappears into the dark street. I watch him go. The door closes behind him. I am alone with my secrets again. The microphones keep recording. The devices keep working. I send the files to the police. They will listen to everything tomorrow. But tonight, I think about Richard. I think about his cold hands and sad eyes. I wonder what pain he carries. I wonder if he knows someone watches him. I wonder if he feels as lonely as I do. Weeks pass. Richard comes every Tuesday and Friday. He always sits in the same place. He always orders bourbon. But now we talk. The bar plays soft jazz music at night. The piano sounds sad and slow. Richard sits at the bar. I stand near him. We talk between the songs. "Where do you go?" I ask him one night. "I travel many roads," he says. "I go to different cities. I deliver envelopes." "What is in the envelopes?" I ask. He smiles a little. It is a sad smile. Secrets, he says. Messages. Things people want to hide. So you are a mailman, I say. Yes, he says. But not a normal one. I am a mailman for people who hide. I pour him another drink. He watches me. I feel his eyes on my face. You work here every night, he says. Do you ever see the sun? No, I say. I sleep during the day. I work at night. It is a lonely life. I understand lonely, he says. His voice is soft. My life is lonely too. We look at each other. Something connects us. We both live in the dark. We both hide from the world. We both wear masks. But my mask is different. I lie to him every day. He does not know I am a cop. He thinks I am just a bartender. He trusts me, and I use that trust. One Friday night, Richard arrives late. He looks tired. His coat is wet from rain. He sits down. I pour his bourbon. When I give him the glass, his hand touches mine. He holds my hand for a second. Your hands are cold, he says. I am always cold, I say. He lets go. But I feel the touch for a long time. My heart feels heavy. I think, my heart is colder than my hands. I am colder because I lie to you. I am colder because I deceive you every day. Richard drinks his bourbon slowly. The jazz music plays. A saxophone sounds in the background. We do not talk, but the silence feels warm. Anne, he says after some time, do you ever want to leave this place? Sometimes, I say, but I have a job to do. Me too, he says. I have a job. I cannot stop. Not yet. I want to ask more questions, but a message comes on my phone. I look at the screen. It is from Vance. Vance is my boss at the police. The message says, call me now. I go to the back room. I close the door. I call Vance. Anne, he says. His voice is cold and hard. We have confirmation. Richard is the key. He connects all the criminals. This is the biggest case of the year. I understand, I say. Your mission is clear, Vance says. Get his trust. Make him believe you are his friend. We need him to lead us to the top. I know, I say. Do not forget who you are, Vance says. Do not forget why you are there. Richard is a criminal. He is not your friend. The call ends. I stand in the dark room. My hands shake. I feel sick inside. I go back to the bar. Richard is still there. He smiles when he sees me. A real smile. A small one, but real. Are you okay? He asks. Yes, I lie. I am okay. But I am not okay. I sit with a good man. I talk to him. I touch his hand, and I betray him every second. The microphones record his words. The police listen to everything. They wait for the right time to catch him. Richard talks about his travels again. He tells me about small towns and long highways. He tells me about empty hotel rooms. He tells me about loneliness. We are the same, Anne, he says. We both live fake lives. We both hide who we really are. He does not know how true his words are. He does not know I am the biggest fake of all. Maybe we are the same, I say quietly. He drinks the last of his bourbon. He stands up. He puts on his wet coat. Good night, Anne, he says. Good night, Richard, I say. He walks to the door. He stops. He turns back. Thank you, he says, for talking to me, for listening. It helps. Then he leaves. The door closes. I am alone again. I clean his glass. I send the recording to the police. I do my job. But inside, my heart breaks a little more each time. 1 week before New Year, Vance calls me. He tells me to meet him. The place is a pier by the river. Nobody goes there. It is cold and empty. I arrive at midnight. The wind is strong. The water is black and cold. Vance waits for me. He wears a dark coat. He smokes a cigarette. Anne, he says. He does not smile. I am here, I say. The mission is almost over, he says. Richard will deliver the final file on New Year's Eve. We will catch him then. I understand, I say. Vance looks at me with cold eyes. Do not forget who you are, he says. You are a cop. Richard is just a pawn. He is a criminal. Nothing more. I know, I say. But my voice shakes a little. Do you? Vance asks. Because I see how you look at him. I hear how you talk to him. Do not get confused, Anne. I am not confused. I lie. Vance throws his cigarette in the water. Good, he says. Because on New Year's Eve, you have one job. When Richard gives you the file, you whisper 3 words. You say, Happy New Year. That is the signal. The SWAT team will come in. They will arrest everyone. Do you understand? Yes, I say. I understand. 3 words, Anne. Happy New Year. That is all. Can you do it? I look at the black water. I feel cold inside. Yes, I say. I can do it. Good, Vance says. Do not fail me. This is the biggest case of the year. Many bad people will go to jail. You will be a hero. But I do not feel like a hero. I feel like a traitor. Vance leaves. I stand alone on the pier. The wind cuts through my coat. I think about Richard. I think about his sad eyes and cold hands. I think about the way he smiles at me. A small, real smile. 3 days before New Year, Richard comes to the bar. He sits in his usual place. But tonight he looks different. He looks nervous. His hands shake more than usual. I pour his bourbon. He drinks it fast. He orders another one. Anne, he says, I have something for you. He takes a small box from his coat. He puts it on the bar. He pushes it toward me. I ask. Open it, he says. I open the box. Inside is a silver hair clip. It is beautiful. Small flowers are on the silver. It shines under the dim lights. Richard, I say. I cannot take this. Please, he says. I want you to have it. I want you to have something beautiful before the world changes. Before the world changes? I ask. What do you mean? He looks at me. His eyes are sad and deep. Everything changes. Anne, nothing stays the same. But I want you to remember me. I want you to have something good. My hands shake. I take the hair clip. I hold it tight. Thank you, I say. My voice is very small. He smiles. You are welcome. That night, after Richard leaves, I sit in the empty bar. I hold the silver hair clip. I look at the flowers on the silver. Tears come to my eyes. I love him. I realize it now. I love Richard. I love his sad eyes and quiet voice. I love the way he talks to me. I love the loneliness we share. But I am a cop. I have a mission. I have a duty. In 3 days, I will whisper, Happy New Year. The police will come. They will arrest Richard. They will take him away. Maybe he will go to jail for many years. Maybe I will never see him again. I face a choice. Do I choose justice? Do I choose my duty? Or do I choose love? Do I choose my heart? I put the hair clip in my hair. I look at myself in the mirror behind the bar. I look different. I look sad. I look broken. 3 words. Happy New Year. 3 words will destroy everything. 3 words will end his life. 3 words will break my heart. But I am a cop. I made a promise. I swore to protect people. I swore to catch criminals. Can I break that promise? Can I let Richard go? I do not know the answer. I sit in the dark bar. The jazz music plays softly. I am alone with my choice. I am alone with my pain. New Year's Eve comes soon, very soon, and I do not know what I will do. The bar is full of people. Men in suits sit at every table. Women in dark dresses stand near the walls. Everyone drinks. Everyone talks. The music plays loud, but the air feels heavy. Something bad waits in the shadows. I feel it in my bones. I stand behind the bar. I wear a black dress. The silver hair clip is in my hair. Richard gave it to me. I touch it with my fingers. It reminds me of him. The clock on the wall shows 9 o'clock. Richard is not here yet. He always comes at 9. But tonight he is late. I look around the bar. I see faces. I know. But they are not real customers. They are cops. Undercover cops. They sit at different tables. They wear normal clothes. But I know who they are. One man sits near the door. He drinks coffee. His eyes watch me. Another man stands by the window. He smokes a cigarette. He waits for my signal. A woman sits alone at a corner table. She looks at her phone. But she watches me too. They all wait. They wait for Richard. They wait for the file. They wait for me to say 3 words. Happy New Year. My hands shake. I pour drinks for customers. I smile. I act normal. But inside, I am dying. The clock shows 10 o'clock. Then 10:30. Where is Richard? Did something happen to him? Did he run away? At 11 o'clock, the door opens. Richard walks in. He looks different tonight. His face is pale. He breathes hard. Sweat is on his face. He wears his long black coat. He carries a small leather bag. He walks to the bar. He sits in his usual place. The leather bag sits on the bar between us. This is it. This is the file. This is the evidence the police want. I pour his bourbon. My hands shake so hard that some spills. Richard does not notice. He drinks the bourbon in one gulp. Anne, he says. His voice is quiet. I am sorry I am late. It is okay, I say. He looks around the bar. He sees all the people. The noise is loud. Everyone laughs and drinks. They wait for midnight. They wait for the new year, but Richard looks scared. His eyes move from face to face. Does he sense something? Does he know the truth? He reaches across the bar. He takes my hand. His hand is warm now, not cold like before. Anne, he says, listen to me. After tonight, everything will change. What do you mean? I ask. After tonight, I will stop, he says. I will stop this work, this dangerous work. We can leave together. We can go somewhere with sunlight, somewhere safe, somewhere good. Okay, Anne? Tears come to my eyes. I want to say yes. I want to run away with him. I want to see the sun again. I want to be free. But I know the truth. After tonight, Richard will be in jail. After tonight, I will be alone. This promise will never happen. Okay, I say. I nod. But my heart breaks when I say it. Richard smiles. A real smile. A happy smile. He believes me. He trusts me. And I will destroy that trust in a few minutes. The clock shows 11:30. People start to count down. They get ready for midnight. They get ready for the new year. The undercover cops watch me. They wait. The leather bag sits on the bar. Richard holds my hand. The moment comes closer and closer. I look at the clock. 11:40, 11:50. Time moves so fast, too fast. I must choose now. Do I whisper the words? Do I give the signal? Do I destroy the man I love? The clock shows 11:59. People count down loud. 10, 9, 8. Fireworks start outside. The sky lights up with colors. Red, blue, gold. The noise is very loud. I look at Richard. He looks at me. His eyes are sad but calm. The clock hits 11:59 and 50 seconds. This is the moment. This is my choice. I pull Richard close to me. I lean toward his ear. Tears run down my face. I can barely speak. I whisper, Happy New Year. The words leave my mouth. I said them. I gave the signal. I destroyed everything. Suddenly, the doors break open. They kick the doors down. Men in black uniforms run inside. They carry big guns. They shout loud. Police! Nobody move. Gunshots hit the ceiling. The sound is terrible. People scream. Women cry. Men run to the exits. Tables fall over. Glasses break on the floor. Vance walks in. He wears a black coat. He holds a gun in his hand. He looks at me. He smiles. A cold smile. Good job, Anne, he says. I wait for Richard to run. I wait for him to fight. I wait for him to be scared. But Richard does not run. He stays calm. He pulls me close to him. He holds me tight. He looks into my eyes. Then he whispers in my ear, I knew you were a cop from the first day. My heart stops. My blood turns cold. What? I say. I knew, Anne, Richard says. His voice is soft and sad. I knew who you were. I knew what you did. But do you know who really hired me to deliver these files? I cannot speak. I cannot move. I just look at him. Richard picks up the leather bag. He opens it. He takes out papers, many papers. He puts them on the bar. These are not criminal secrets, he says. This is evidence. Evidence of corruption. Evidence against Vance and his men. I look at the papers. I see names. I see numbers. I see photos. Photos of Vance. Photos of other cops. Photos of money and drugs. Vance is the criminal, Richard says. He and his team. They steal. They lie. They kill. And they use good cops like you to hide their crimes. I cannot breathe. My world breaks into pieces. But you, I say. I am a courier, yes, Richard says. But I carry evidence. Not secrets for criminals. Evidence against criminals. Real criminals. Vance hears this. His face changes. His smile disappears. His eyes turn angry and dark. Shut up, Vance shouts. He points his gun at Richard. Richard continues. He talks to me, only to me. I used myself as bait, he says. I came to this bar because I knew Vance would send someone. I hoped that person would be good. I hoped that person would have integrity, and I was right. You are that person, Anne. Why? I ask. Tears fall from my eyes. Why did you trust me? Because I saw your eyes, Richard says. I saw your pain. I saw your conflict. Bad people do not feel pain like that. Bad people do not cry. You are good, Anne. You are the only good one left. Vance moves closer. His gun is still in his hand. Enough talk, Vance says. His voice is cold like ice. Give me those files. Now. Richard does not move. He stands between me and Vance. He protects me. No, Richard says. The SWAT team stands around us, but they look confused. They wait for orders. They do not know what to do. These men work for me, Vance says. He points at the undercover cops. They will do what I say. Give me the files, or I will kill you both. Richard looks at me one last time. He touches my face with his hand. I am sorry, Anne, he says. I am sorry I lied, but I needed you to believe. I needed this moment. Now everyone sees the truth. Now everyone knows. He turns to face Vance. He stands tall. He is not afraid. The files stay with Anne, Richard says. She will decide what happens next. Vance's face turns red with anger. His hand shakes on the gun, and then everything happens very fast. Vance shoots his gun. The sound is loud, very loud. Richard pushes me hard. I fall to the floor. The bullet hits Richard. It hits his chest. Richard falls. He falls slow, like in a dream. Outside, the fireworks reach the sky. They explode in bright colors. The biggest fireworks of the night. Richard hits the floor. Blood spreads on his white shirt. His eyes look at me. He tries to speak, but no words come out. Richard! I scream. I crawl to him. I hold his hand. His hand is cold again. Very cold. Vance moves fast. He grabs the papers from the bar. He grabs the leather bag. He sees the recording device under the counter. He takes it too. He takes everything. Case closed, Vance says. He looks at his men. Richard was a criminal. He fought back. He died. The undercover cops nod. They do what Vance says. They always do what he says. I hold Richard. His eyes close. His hand goes limp in mine. He stops breathing. The fireworks outside stop too. Everything stops. I look up. The silver hair clip falls from my hair. It hits the floor. It sparkles under the police lights. So small, so beautiful, so broken. The bar is ruined. Tables are on the floor. Glass is everywhere. People are gone. Only cops remain, and Richard's body, and me. 2 days later, the case ends. All the evidence disappears. The files are gone. The recordings are gone. The police say Richard was a bad man. They say he died because he fought back. Nobody believes me. Nobody listens. I tell the truth. But Vance has power. He has men. He has control. I go to the police station. I put my badge on the desk. I walk out. I am not a cop anymore. I cannot be. It is night. Winter night. The air is cold and sharp. I walk down the empty street. I look up at the dark sky. The fireworks are gone. The new year is here. But it feels dead. I whispered Happy New Year. Those 3 words destroyed everything. My new year died with Richard. My heart died with him too. I walk into the cold night. Alone. Always alone. Thank you for listening with your heart today. If this story made you smile, or maybe made your eyes a little wet, please press the like button. It tells YouTube that this video is useful for English learners. You can also share it with a friend who likes simple English stories. And please subscribe to Kavico English Storytime so our small channel can grow. When you subscribe, you are not just a viewer. You are part of this story family. Turn on the bell to meet me again in the next episode.